Well, hello, St. Louis, and welcome to This Week on STL, the weekly rundown of events happening in and around St. Louis. This is for the week of Monday, November the 3rd, and it's brought to you by Clayton's Bakery and Deli in De Pere, offering fresh-made baked goods using recipes from St. Louis's earliest history. The deli portion of the bakery serves hearty sandwiches, and I can vouch for how good they are, with the finest meats and cheeses and fresh bread baked right there in the bakery. And you can find them at 11744 Manchester Road in De Pere. As always, I'm Rick Anthony, and we start the month with an event that goes on every Monday in November at the Limp Mansion Restaurant. It's a ghost hunting tour at the historic Limp Mansion. It's $20, and it's spectacular. From what I understand, it's going to be very, very special. Even though Halloween was just over last week, it's always a scary time when you go to the Limp Mansion. On Tuesday, listen, this is the final week to check out A Midsummer Night's Dream, being played at the Repertory Theater of St. Louis on Edgar Road. Tuesday's performance is at 7 o'clock. All others are 8 o'clock, with the exception of Sunday, which happens to have a 2 p.m. matinee. That's A Midsummer Night's Dream at the Repertory Theater of St. Louis. Our good buddy Tom Stockman wanted me to tell you that the Super 8 Movie Madness this month is a salute to Marlon Brando. Yes, Marlon Brando, a lot of his great movies, all condensed down to the 15-minute Super 8 version. Movies such as The Wild One, The Young Lions, On the Waterfront, Via Zapata, Desiree, and, of course, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. The Godfather. Other great movies include Take the Money and Run, Phantasm, Son of Dr. Jekyll, and a whole lot more. It only costs you $3 to get in, and I understand the food at the Way Out Club is really, really good, so by all means, have a pizza and enjoy the Super 8 Marlon Brando Movie Madness Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Wednesday, one of my favorite bands from the 90s is back in town, an evening with Primus and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, you thought it was weird with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Primus and the Chocolate Factory, great music from those guys. Will be at the Peabody Opera House on Wednesday night. The Blues are back in town for a couple of games this week. On Tuesday, they play the Devils in New Jersey. Well, they return the favor and host the Devils on Thursday night. The puck drop is at 7 o'clock. We say, let's go Blues! Also on Thursday night, the pageant comedian Anthony Jeselnik will be in town with his flavor of humor. Invite you to come on out 8 p.m. for Anthony Jeselnik. Of course, this happens to be the very first Friday of the month, and what is that all about? Every first Friday of the month, the museums and galleries in the St. Louis Grand Center are free and open to the public until 9 p.m. You know, it just would not be fall without a hayride, and Queenie Park is having their hayrides going on Friday and Saturday this weekend. It costs $150 for your group to go on a hayride in Queenie Park, and the hayrides both nights start at 6 p.m., the Queenie Park hayrides. Great music coming to town at the Chaffetz Arena on Friday night. Mike Epps takes the stage 8 p.m. for a performance. Also on Friday night, WIL presents the Hot Country Nights, a variety of concerts going over the next couple months. This week happens to be Lee Brice at Ballpark Village. Showtime is at 8 o'clock. It's a lot of great music from Lee, and I think you'll have yourself a very good time. Even more country on Friday night as Wynonna Judd comes to town. Wynonna and the Big Noise at River City Casino, and that is an 8 o'clock performance. Now, this sounds too good to pass up. At the McDonald Planetarium in the Science Center at Forest Park, it is Laserium The Beatles, starting at 8:30. Also a performance at 10 o'clock. You remember Laserium back in the 70s? Yeah, it's still hot and featuring some great Beatles music. 8:30 and 10 o'clock this Friday at the James S. McDonald Planetarium, located right there in Forest Park and right there in your Science Center. Saturday, I don't know about you, but I don't like spiders and snakes, and that ain't what it takes to love me. But I'll tell you one thing. The Repticon, St. Louis Repticon's Reptile and Exotic Animal Show, will be at the Moolah Shrine Center with a variety of vendors offering reptile pets and supplies and feeders and cages and other merchandise to keep your reptiles happy. Oh, my. It goes on from 10 o'clock till 5 p.m. in the Moolah Shrine Center. The Blues take on the very tough Nashville Predators, 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Let's go Blues! We wrap up Saturday night with two great concerts. Lucinda Williams will be at the Pageant at 8 o'clock. And at the Gramophone, located on Manchester Avenue, it's Devon Allman. That'll be a great show. Devon with the Tungsten Groove be in town on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Yes, sirree. A whole lot of great information for you for this week. We want to make sure your calendar's filled up so you don't have any idle time. Stay away from watching TV. Go on out and see what St. Louis has to offer for you, okay? If you missed anything along the way, just hit rewind. Of course, you can go to onstl.com and go to our people page. Right underneath there, you'll find the little tab that says This Week on STL. You go there, and there's a printout of everything I just told you. For This Week on STL, I'm Rick Anthony.